When creating a mesh for a SOLIDWORKS simulation study, there's an option to create a high-quality mesh or a draft-quality mesh, and this option can be specified independently for each component in the study. This option refers to the quality of the mesh elements used to calculate strain and ultimately stress in the study, and can have significant impacts on both solve time and the accuracy of results. So which element type should you be using, and why? Stay tuned to find out in this 2-minute tech tip. The short answer is that draft quality elements allow simulation studies to run significantly faster, but don't produce reliable stress results. They're typically used to evaluate displacement or strain, or to test the setup of larger simulation studies. High quality elements take longer to solve, but produce more accurate results, especially for stress and related values. To really understand what's going on here, we need an anatomy lesson, specifically on the anatomy of a mesh element. Elements are the individual tetrahedra or pyramid shapes that make up a mesh within a simulation study. A typical mesh may have thousands or even hundreds of thousands of elements. To put things simply, SOLIDWORKS simulation calculates the displacement, then strain, then stress of each element according to the forces and fixtures defined in the study, and extrapolates any other result plots from these values. These calculations are based on the number of nodes in an element, each of which has 3 degrees of freedom, representing translation in the x, y, and z directions, and each of which represents a set of equations that must be solved. The more nodes, the more accurate the results, and the slower the solve time. Draft quality elements have a node at each corner for a total of 4. However, because there's only a single node at each corner, the values between these nodes are interpolated in a linear fashion, which is often inaccurate, especially in areas of high curvature. Draft quality elements are often referred to as linear or first-order elements due to this behavior, and since stress is calculated from strain combined with other mechanical material properties, draft quality meshes cannot be relied on for accurate stress results. However, they tend to solve very quickly, and are still reliable if strain is of particular interest, or when testing for the proper setup of loads, fixtures, and other parameters before a final analysis is performed. High-quality elements, on the other hand, are often referred to as second-order, or parabolic elements because they provide an additional node in the middle of each edge of every mesh element for a total of 10, as opposed to 4 in each draft-quality element. Values between nodes in high-quality elements are more accurately calculated by second-order polynomials, which also allows them to represent curvature more effectively. As a result, stress values are accurately calculated along with any other result plots that use stress in their respective calculations, such as factor of safety. But since each node represents a set of equations, the solve time is significantly slower compared to draft quality elements. Ultimately, draft quality elements should be used when displacement, strain, study solve time, or validation of the analysis constraints is the primary concern. For the most accurate and reliable results, including stress and any result plot related to stress, high-quality elements should be used, and it should be expected that the study will solve a bit slower. If you'd like to learn more about the best practices for setting up SOLIDWORKS simulation studies, along with the most important mistakes to avoid, and how to handle the most common errors, consider taking a look at our course on Troubleshooting SOLIDWORKS Simulation for strategies to resolve mesh failures, identify and fix under-constrained bodies, and more. Thanks for watching.